What it do, folks? It's your boy Rico the Plug with the RapHustle.com. This is Real Rapper Rico the Plug. And today our conversation is surrounding this Super Bowl fiasco that we got going on between Cash Money Records versus Kendrick Lamar and Jay-Z. Before I get started, I want all of y'all to do me a favor, whether you're watching it now, whether you're watching it later. Help us get into the algorithm by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to this channel. Also, if you're an independent artist, model, entrepreneur, and you have products or anything that you want to get presented on our platform, make sure you sign up for the RapHustle.com, create a Hustler's profile page, and let's hustle together. Now, I know a lot of y'all have been tuned in to what's going on with this situation, or this Super Bowl situation, this whole Kendrick situation, man, and it's getting out of hand when you think about it, and it's starting to expose a lot of people and what they really think about other people when it comes to this hip-hop game. A lot of people are upset that Lil Wayne won't be the one doing the Super Bowl performance for 2025. And it's okay to be upset about that choice, but it's not okay to be disrespectful towards people because you don't like what they chose. First of all, Lil Wayne is not entitled to perform at the Super Bowl. There's not an entitlement. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? If you can hear me, let me know you can hear me. Also, I'm looking for some people to moderate for me and become a part of this platform and help out, you know what I'm saying? Also, we can find out ways so we can make money together and hustle together. That's what this is all about. When it comes to this rap hustle, let me get into that first because a lot of people don't understand what the rap hustle is about. The rap hustle is about being an area, a spot online where you can find hot up-and-coming artists, models, and entrepreneurs. We're also here to even the playing fields for the independent artists who just want to be themselves and don't want to have to deal with a whole lot of industry politics. So we provide a lot of marketing and things like that. And we also are affiliated with a few entities, independent entities that are here for our culture to help push us forward, such as the Hype Magazine, Maverick Global Distribution, the Hip Hop Fraternity, Walking Billboard, and the Fame Society. Our movement is all about creating a new industry and new platforms for people like yourselves who just want to be heard and seen and don't want to have to deal with these politics in this ugly industry that we're dealing with now, as we can see. Of course, it's okay for somebody like Lil Wayne to feel upset about not getting what he really wanted, but it's distasteful for him to go online, make a statement, but never in that statement congratulate the person who did get that situation. You know, because that's good sportsmanship right there. You know what I'm saying? You might not have won the championship, but the other team won. Shake their hands. Congratulate them when they win. That's what the game is about. That's what being a good sportsman is about. But as we can see, the Cash Money team is not about being good sportsmen. They're all about being them. They're all about everything belongs to them. Obviously, that's what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? And I could tell you a few reasons why they feel snubbed in this situation is because for years, Cash Money and this artist has been on the top of everything. And so they feel entitled because they had that relationship with Universal Music Group that no other record label had during that time. During the time when all the record labels folded and went their own separate ways, you know, and Roc Nation broke up and Jay-Z created Roc Nation. I mean, Rockefeller broke up and Jay-Z created Roc Nation and all that. So it wasn't no other hip-hop label around that was bigger than Cash Money that was getting distribution from Universal. So with that being said, throughout the early 2000s up until now, we have seen Cash Money's artists pushed to the forefront. Not saying that they're not skillful. They all have skills. But the accolades that have been forced upon them make them feel entitled to this whole culture. And anything in this culture should come through them. And that's completely ironic for them to even feel like that because y'all not doing nothing right now. So it doesn't make sense. Drake chose a battle with Kendrick Lamar. In that battle, he lost. He lost that rap battle, and I can understand somebody who felt like they was the top of the game, who felt like they was the best, who felt like they were supposed to get all the accolades and they were supposed to win that battle. I can understand them being in their feelings about it. But now it seems like that battle has affected that whole group of people. That whole crew of Cash Money has been affected by that battle. And here's why I say that. Now, Kendrick Lamar is calculated in what he does. We all can see that. We all know that. If you know Kendrick Lamar, you know that he does things for a reason, not just to be doing anything. It does everything for a reason. And then if you can read between the lines, you can pretty much figure out what that reason is. For me, Kendrick's reason for what he was doing, what he is doing, is to usher in a different attitude when it comes to rap music, when it comes to this hip hop culture of ours. And there's nothing wrong with that because we do need an overhaul. We do need to be broke down and destroyed and rebuilt because as of today, hip hop is in a sad, sunken place. Other than the battle between Drake and Kendrick, hip hop is really non-existent when it comes to the rap genre because nobody's paying attention to the new artists that's coming out other than the younger crowds that are just brainwashed into listening to them because this is what they feel is what all they have to listen to. So with that said, we have Kendrick Lamar taking a stand. You know, he just dropped this song called Watch the Party Die. And in that song, he's just talking about redoing the whole culture, you know what I'm saying? Just shake the industry, break it down, let's rebuild this thing to our liking. Because as a person who grew up with hip hop, as a person who was here before hip hop started and has watched where hip hop is went and has an idea where it's going, I 100% agree with the fact that we need to do something real drastic right now in order to save our culture. Right now, our culture is in the hands of some vultures that have the power to sign a check and get people to do what they want them to do, which is what we have been the last 10, 15 years when it comes to this hip hop genre. You know, I mean, let's think about it like this. If real hip hop was still in effect, would what's her name, Sexy Red, be considered the top female hip hop artist right now? And I say that respectfully because I know a lot of female rappers that murder her in rapping. Are they getting the spotlight? No, they're not. Why aren't they getting the spotlight? Because they're really rapping about something. They're really talking about some things that really need to be talked about. These other artists that are getting the spotlight, they're not talking about anything that's self-improvement. Everything they're talking about is self-destruction. Anytime you have an artist like Sexy Red that raps like she's a stripper, um, doesn't have a problem with showing her body parts or just being a degenerate on the mic. Anytime you have that person start a cosmetic line of lip gloss with names like Booty Hole Brown to sell to our daughters and our nieces, you know what I'm saying? We have a problem. Now, we can sit here and act like that's not a problem, it's just entertainment, but that is a problem because you got one thing I realized growing up in the hood, growing up in this hip hop culture, is that we as a people have nothing else to look to find an identity of ourselves besides the music and the movies and stuff that we watch. The things that influence us to think that that's what we're supposed to be. Back in the day, when you had the black exploitation films and all the films was about pimping and all that type of stuff, everybody wanted to be pimps. When NWA came out with, you know what I'm saying, and the gang culture of LA started being present within the hip hop culture, everybody started joining gangs. Now you have a pandemic where all these artists are rapping about popping pills and doing illegitimate things to get money. And this is the culture that our kids are indulging in. They think that scamming is way more better than getting a job and working for what you got to get. In other words, they feel like taking from other people's hard earned and putting it in their pockets is the best thing for them to do. And 9 times out of 10, they're not doing that to the people who have good money. That's not going to miss the money that they're scamming from, because why? Those folks ain't going to be gullible enough for you to scam them. No, what we're doing is we're scamming the people in our own communities. We're asking people in our communities if they got Chase banks so we could go in there and put a fake invoice in there and pull money out of your Chase bank, and I'm gonna give you a percentage of it, and then we all getting paid. Oh, you don't want this money? Let's get this money. And this is what the culture has come to because of the music that they're listening to. So now we have Kendrick Lamar in a space where he's like, look, I'm gonna take this time that I have right now at this moment and make a statement of change. And those who get it are going to get it. Those who don't get it, hey, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? You can't save everybody. Nobody's trying to save anybody. Only person that can save you is you. That's the reason why Jay-Z said in that song, God, Jesus can't save you. You have to save you. Hey, your car? I don't know where your car is. Everybody say hello to Jamari Kyrie, a.k.a. Man. It's my co-host whenever he want to step in, run in the room, and, you know what I'm saying, get down with daddy. I don't know where your car is, sir. You have to go find it. There go a car right there. Thank you. Can I finish? All right, bet. All right, so now Lil Wayne has been disappointed in the decision of the NFL to have Kendrick Lamar be the opening act. I mean, be the headlining act for the NFL, baby. And so his team is upset about it, and shit, it seems like the whole state of Louisiana is upset about that, but we have to understand and know that this is business. This ain't got shit to do with emotions. But because y'all want to be emotional, y'all are taking L after L behind this, and it's so ironic because Drake dissing Kendrick Lamar brought all this on. Do you know if Drake would have never baited Kendrick Lamar into a rap battle that none of this would be happening? I'm just saying, I'm not saying that the Super Bowl wouldn't have probably chose Kendrick Lamar for his performances, because he has great performances. All I'm saying is people wouldn't be looking at Cash Money the way they're looking at him right now. Why? Because we know that your sentiments on how y'all feel about Lil Wayne getting snubbed for the Super Bowl only comes on the heels of Drake losing to Kendrick, and Drake is a part of y'all camp. So now the way y'all are reacting to this situation, you just put Lil Wayne up against Kendrick Lamar, and Lil Wayne lost. So now Lil Wayne lost to Kendrick Lamar. On top of that, Nikki, you jump out the window when you say a whole bunch of BS that the world is looking at you like, huh, what are you talking about? And you show your hatred for Jay-Z, and now you're taking the loss because now people are focused on you and your performances. It was just stated you had a performance somewhere, maybe Boston, DMV, somewhere, and then people said that they was waiting forever for you to get up there and perform. And also, when you got up there and performed, you didn't do a great job at your performance. They said the show sucked. This is all coming out now, especially after you open your mouth and disrespect people the way you disrespect people. On top of that, the CEO of Cash Money Records, Birdman himself, jumps out the window and texts disrespectful text towards Jay-Z and Rock Nation and the NFL and anybody else who chose Lil Wayne chose Kendrick Lamar over Lil Wayne. So now your whole team just took a fucking L thanks to Kendrick Lamar. So one man just destroyed your whole team, all because all of y'all are in y'all feelings about him. Drake was in his feelings about Kendrick Lamar. Been dissing Kendrick Lamar for years. Kendrick Lamar makes a statement. There is no big three. It's just Big Me. And I told people this when he said this. I said he didn't say that to as a diss towards them cats. He said that to basically say, fam, I'm on my own. We are not in the same league. We are not on the same level when it comes to making music. You make music that pacifies them. I make music that energizes. How could you compare the two? That's like comparing oranges to apples, fam. So it's only me over here doing what I'm doing. If you listen to Mr. Morale, which I listened to that again last night, man, it's a beautiful album from beginning to end. Well put together, orchestrated like a movie. You could literally listen to this album and see it in your brain, everything that he's talking about. If you're really paying attention, if you're not high, if you haven't popped any pills, and you would understand that this is a work of art. Drake, on the other hand, your music is pop music and it's made to attract children or the younger generation that's still in the club, still running around, not sure about their sexuality and want to, just run around and have sex with all these girls. That's the music that you make, and that's cool. You can't compare that music to somebody who's creating real art. So therefore, there is no big three when it comes to that. That's all that man was saying. But in your feelings, you jump out the window and you put out diss tracks talking about some push-ups, you know what I'm saying, drop and give me 50, where in all that situation you was wrong. You was trying to insinuate that Kendrick Lamar owed Top Dog 50% of whatever he makes. That's what you was trying to do, but only to find out that Kendrick Lamar has his own record label. He has his own entity now. He's no longer with TDE as opposed as an artist on their label, but he's still a part of the TDE family because that's where he came from. Because it's loyalty when it comes from that side of the fence. You see what I'm saying? But you jumped out there, you made that false statement. Then you make another false statement about him beating up on his girl. Then you make another false statement about the man's baby being his friend's baby, his manager, the manager who he owns business with, Dave Free, the man who curates most of his videos and stuff like that. You want to jump out the window and say that that's that man's, like you was doing something. And the man had already told you off top, bro, don't tell no lies about me and I won't tell the truth about you. But instead you chose to go with the lies. Then your truth came out. And in order to try to shut that down before it get too out of hand, you just said, you know what, I'm going to take my ball and go home. I don't want to play no more. Because you knew it was getting too close for comfort. That's all I could see. When somebody see their truth finna come out, man, they about to get away as fast as they can. That's how I looked at it. But you know what? You still couldn't run away from it. People started pulling up the receipts. Everything that Kendrick said, not saying that you are a pedophile, because he never called you a pedophile. He basically was saying that you hang around people who are on the sexual assault list, who have had charges of dealing with younger women that are 10 times their age, 10 times younger than them, going to jail, beating them up and stuff like that. And these are the dudes that you choose to hang around, and birds of the feathers flock together. On top of that, we got video footage of you on stage kissing little girls. Even after you find out how old they are, you still go into this, damn, why are you so thick like that? Ooh, man, and your breast felt good. Like, bro, all that shit is just tasteless, and it looks like some pedophile shit, bro. That's not our fault that we can see that we can pull that up and see that. That's not Kendrick's fault that he could pull that up and see that. He's not creating these speculations. You making it a speculation for people to see. So you mad about that. Y'all mad that the whole hip hop culture said, hey, Kendrick won that battle. Drake didn't stand a chance. Because how we gonna tarnish the image of the golden boy? Drake was the golden boy. Drake was supposed to be the Michael Jordan of rap, of hip hop at this point. They had shoes lined up with Nike to sell to our youth, to make our youth say, Mom, I want to knock those, the Jordans that Drake got. I want those. Those $300 shoes that Drake got, I need those. They trying to make Drake the new Jordan, but God's plan was to expose all that. And Kendrick said it at the end of They Not Like Us. He said the truth of the matter was God's plan to show y'all the lie. Like, I didn't plan this. This was God's plan, fam. I couldn't have planned it just like this. I didn't know that this boy was going to jump out the window and do all this. But I knew what I was going to do in return if he did jump out the window. So he was properly prepared for the war. Drake was not, he didn't think it could be a war. He thought that he had won everything that there was. And obviously so did Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne just felt like there was nobody better than him to perform at the Super Bowl in Louisiana. Why would they pick anybody but me? And this is the attitude that Cash Money carries with their label. Nobody is better than them. Nobody is bigger than them. And they have been deceiving people for years. They have been deceiving people for years. I remember back in the day when Gilly came out on an MTV interview and they asked him what he's been up to, and he said that he was ghostwriting for Cash Money. And I was like, okay, well that makes sense, because I remember when Lil Wayne's verses went from just a little hot boy verse from Louisiana to where it sounded like he went to a hip hop school. So I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And then not only that, you got a video with Lil Wayne wearing Gilly's major figure chain with a blue rag on his head. May I add, he had on a major figure chain and a blue rag on his head. But when the interviewers asked Cash Money about Gilly, they said he was fucking lying. They said they didn't know who Gilly was. Who was he? We don't know who he is. That was their exact words. And it was at that point where I was like, these cats are some fucking liars. I mean, you can fool most of the people some of the time, but not all of the people. Most of the time. No, not me. I just seen the man with a Gilly chain on. So what you mean y'all don't know him? Well, if you don't know who Gilly is, why do he have Gilly's chain on? So it was at that point where I was like, these cats ain't real. You know, because coming from the streets, this is where the hip hop came from, the streets. It was all about being real, being yourself. And you're not real if you're not going to acknowledge the fact that, yeah, this man has been helping us. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But in an attempt to make Gilly look crazy, y'all say y'all don't even know who he is. Who is Gilly the Kid? Y'all said that. I'm not making that up. You could probably Google that. They said they didn't know who Gilly was. So fast forward, we got a whole generation, maybe 2 generations of people who have followed Cash Money's music, followed Cash Money's artists, to the point where now we have a young generation that think that Drake is the best rapper that ever lived. Only to find out now that Drake don't even write most of his music. Drake has been copying a lot of people for years. And in the rules of hip hop, being a copycat makes you non-authentic. You cannot be authentic if you are not writing your own music. You can't do it. It's impossible. It's impossible for you to be the GOAT of rap if you're not writing your raps, fam. Now you might be the GOAT at being a tool to use to get these music. You might be the GOAT at, send a nigga a song, he gonna make that shit sound good. Yeah, he might be the GOAT at that. But you can't be the GOAT at rapping if you ain't writing your raps. Bottom line with that. So now, you just been exposed. On top of that, Kendrick Lamar not only whipped Drake, he got the spot that Lil Wayne wanted. Lil Wayne go on his interview hurt, crying, basically trying to hold back tears because he didn't get what he felt like he deserved. Y'all disrespected, man. Now I see people from New Orleans making posts talking about Jay-Z don't bring Kendrick to Louisiana because we don't want him to get hurt. So the people who follow y'all are plotting on hurting Kendrick Lamar because of the decision for the NFL to have Kendrick Lamar. That's their business. That's what they want to do with their business. You can't be mad about that. But because the feelings, the emotions, and it's sad for me to see a bunch of millionaire cats in their emotions. Y'all emo with a whole lot of money, a whole lot of things you can be doing for the community that you don't do, but you expect for the community to ride with you because they won't let you perform at the Super Bowl. That is crazy to me. That is insane to me. I mean, me personally, if I was in Lil Wayne's shoes, I would feel some kind of way about it. But I would be like, you know what? There's always another opportunity to do the Super Bowl somewhere. If it's being, I know for him, it was being doing the Super Bowl at home would be dope. For any artist, anybody living, doing anything as big as a Super Bowl in their hometown would definitely be a dream come true for anybody. But because you didn't get that, that don't mean you have to be butthurt about it, fam. To where you can't even give a man who has gave you props all throughout his career, who has tagged you as an influence to his career, and bigged up you so many times, not once did you congratulate him for his Super Bowl pick. That just shows that y'all don't care about nobody else but yourself. So now, what it's looking like, Cash Money versus Kendrick Lamar and Jay-Z. Now, I heard somebody say that, and I don't know if it's true or not, but somebody said that after Nicki posted all that, she came back and said, well, she's upset with Jay because she didn't get 3% that she was owed from the title deal, which adds up to $9 million when people, calculated all that for what he sold title for, basically saying that, she's owed $9 million from that. And if she never got that, that's why she feel the way about Jay-Z. It's basically what's going on around, what's going around. And if that is the case, which I don't believe, because if that was the case, I believe Nicki would have been spoke on that $9 million that Jay-Z owes her. She never spoke up about that until now, basically. I mean, allegedly. And that don't make sense. So you wasn't butthurt about the $9 million that you didn't get. So you didn't bring that up, but because Lil Wayne ain't performing at the Super Bowl, now you got a problem with Jay-Z. Plus my $9 million. Which one you going with? I'm going with my $9 million before I care about the next nigga performing at the Super Bowl. And I get it. If Lil Wayne performs at the Super Bowl, Nicki possibly may be there. Drake possibly may be there. Young Money might possibly be there. Hey, I get it. So the only reason why you really was upset is because you knew that you had an opportunity maybe to be on the Super Bowl if Lil Wayne was there. And he probably told you, yeah, when they choose me for the Super Bowl, I'm gonna bring you, I'm gonna bring Drake. I don't know how him and Drake's relationship is at this point, but maybe he promised them that, and now they feel some kind of way about that. And we also know that Birdman feels some kind of way because the songs that people know of Lil Wayne's all come from the catalog that Baby owns. So of course, this is still good for my catalog for him to get on the Super Bowl. But for you to be talking about we gonna make them respect us, like what does that mean, fam? Like what you gonna do? You finna go to war with the NFL? Hmm? No, you're not finna disrespect those elite white men. You're not gonna do that, fam. What you gonna do? So y'all target is Kendrick Lamar. Or y'all mad at Kendrick Lamar because he got chose. So now people in your city talking about, man, he better not come to Louisiana or we got something for him. Man, boy, y'all sound silly as hell. Y'all sound silly as hell. And for the people outside of the situation who was complaining about him not getting the Super Bowl nod, y'all ain't even finna buy a ticket to be in the Super Bowl. So them folks in the NFL don't give a fuck about what you talking about. Them tickets $7,000. How much you gonna? How many tickets you want? You ain't got $7,000. Pay your rent. But y'all complaining about Lil Wayne not being in the Super Bowl. Oh, he deserves it. Why does he deserve it? He's a legend in your mind. Everybody don't think this man is a legend. You do because you like his music. And this is where the hip hop culture is getting fucked up at. Just because we like somebody's music, we act like they can't do no wrong. Bullshit. Nah, me, I could like your music and not like what you stand for. But then again, for me, if I don't like what you stand for, I don't give a fuck about your music. Because it's all fake. You obviously don't have no standing. You have no foundation to stand on. Other than the fact that you're making money, you ain't got no foundation to stand on. Once that money is gone, who are you? We see it all the time with these entertainers. Once the money is gone, who are you? Once the fame is gone, who are you? What do you stand for? What's your next approach? When people stop buying your music, what do you do next? Do you gloat about it or do you move on to something else? Ice Cube made a great transformation from music to movies to being a owner of his own league. He's not complaining about Lil Wayne doing the Super Bowl. He didn't complain about the fact that, oh, y'all had the Super Bowl in LA and you didn't have Ice Cube on the stage. No. Nobody is owed anything in this world. You got to work for everything that you get. And if you're a scammer, maybe you don't understand that because you've been scamming people to where you feel like you deserve everything that you scam for. But the NFL ain't nothing that you can scam. You can't scam the NFL into putting Lil Wayne on the stage. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. So this is interesting what's going on right now. It's an interesting dynamic because when you go to that song that Kendrick just dropped, when he's talking about watching the party die, we are sitting here watching Cash Money die right in front of our face. The influence and the whatever influence they had over the minds of people, people are looking at them different right now. People are looking at Lil Wayne different right now. Oh yeah, you put that video out there thanking your fans for supporting you and all that, but never once did you congratulate the man, and people took notice of that. People noticed that you didn't congratulate Kendrick Lamar. And your fans, some of your fans who got their mindset to be like, man, hold on, bro, you kind of selfish now. Why you ain't congratulate that man? Why'd y'all have to say anything anyway? You know what? I think the best response could have been from Birdman would be congratulations to Kendrick Lamar. Although we was hoping that it was Lil Wayne at the Super Bowl, be glad that somebody in hip hop is representing hip hop on that big stage. That's what should have been coming out y'all mouths. Instead, y'all are jumping to this old negativity, this nigga mentality, this negativity. Talking about Jay-Z. Oh, you just showed your true feelings, how you feel about Jay-Z. So no matter how many times you was around Jay-Z and Beyonce, Nicki, butt kissing and doing all that, they really know now how you really feel about them. Congratulations, you played yourself. Birdman, congratulations, you played yourself. Lil Wayne, congratulations, you played yourself. Drake, congratulations, you played yourself. Kendrick, congratulations, man. Keep exposing these haters. Keep exposing these frauds. Speaking of exposing these frauds and these haters, Academic, Lamar. I watched y'all reactions to this song, and it was beyond me. First of all, Academic, for you to claim to be the #1 hip hop journalist in the game and not be able to decipher lyrics the right way, you do not deserve to say that ever again in your life. Because if you can listen to this song and continue to say that, oh, he's still coming at Drake. I thought he said it wasn't on round 2. Why is he coming at Drake? And now understand that these lyrics were made for people like you and Mar. Because both of y'all said that he wasn't talking about y'all. But the whole world knows who he was talking about in that song. You and people like yourself who try to control the narrative by getting on this internet every day, spewing shit out your mouth that don't make sense to the people who have sense, but you are also brainwashing kids who look up to y'all. If you're going to claim to be a journalist, man, as a journalist, you got to be non-biased, fam. You have to be non-biased, fam. If you're not non-biased, guess what? You're not a journalist. You're just a talking head. You're just somebody who's talking and spewing your own agenda, fam. And it's written all over your face. Now, see, what y'all don't understand is that Kendrick made this song for y'all because he knew it's been 4 months since I dropped Not Like Us. But every day, Academics is online downplaying Kendrick's accolades in this game, downplaying Kendrick as an artist. Just, you know what I'm saying? At one point, you called him a pussy ass nigga. You said you think Drake's gonna let this pussy ass nigga. That's disrespectful, fam. That's why at the beginning of the song, he said the disrespect went too far, fam. It went too far, bro. Act, if I was Kendrick and you happen to be anywhere in the vicinity, man, you would have your ass whooped, fam. For real. Definitely have your ass whooped because you don't deserve to speak on anything hip hop. So quit telling people you the #1 hip hop journalist, bro. You's the #1 fraud and the biggest bitch out here, the biggest pussy ass nigga online. And it's time for people like you to get the fuck out the way, man. You hear this man say there's no more pillow talking or and what he say? Initiating neighborhood wars. But then you act like he's not talking about you. You're the only motherfucker that got a series online called The War in Chirac that has, because of your commentary on what's going on in the streets of Chicago, has brought upon the demise of a lot of up and coming artists out of Chicago. And they felt like, you know what? If I continue to come at my enemy, Academics is going to continue to give us light. He's making us famous. Academics, you made all them cats famous. You made all those cats famous that were really destroying their community by killing each other. You made them famous, fam, by reporting on that shit on your platform. But do you care? Hell no, you don't care. You know why? Because, hey, YouTube's paying you. You know, you built your platform up to where you feel like you're the #1 platform in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So they just collateral damage to you. You don't care about that because guess what? One thing you're never going to do is go step foot in Chicago by yourself and be nowhere around those cats. That's one thing you're not going to do. But one thing you will do is get paid off of exploiting our pain and our suffering in the hood, bro. And I say ours because it's obviously not yours. Deep dive into academics. Academics moved to the United States in the year 2020. 2000. Which means you have only been in the United States for 24 years, fam. Hip hop is 51 years old now, fam. You have no idea what the fuck the hip hop culture is about. You might have watched it when you was in Jamaica as a little boy before you moved to the United States, fam. But you did not come from the soil. You are just a fan. You're a fan. That's it. You're a fan of hip hop. I think you know something about hip hop to where now you fooling people, other people who are just fans of hip hop, who don't live in these neighborhoods or go through the things that we go through. You only fooling them. And then we are catching some of our kids watching academics. I be reading comments. These kids really think that academics is real. They really live by what academics say. So when academics says that Kendrick Lamar is a pussy ass nigga, guess what? These kids think that Kendrick Lamar is a pussy ass nigga. When academic co-signs an artist like Tekashi 6ix9ine, the rainbow haired blood, these kids really think that that boy is a blood. These kids really think that everybody is hating on him because academics is saying that. There ain't nobody hating on people who are frauds, fam. They're just calling the frauds out, fam. There's no such thing as hating a fraud. How could you love a fraud? How could you know that something is fake and love it? That's why they make fool's gold for fools. Fools who really believe this shit is gold and will buy it at gold prices. That's why they make moissanite. People who think these are real diamonds, they'll buy that shit at real diamond prices. But I'm glad that we're at this point when it comes to hip hop because it is about restructuring this situation. Because right now the industry don't need us no more. They showing us that. They showing us that. We destroyed y'all. We don't need rap no more. Yeah, everybody going country now. What's so sad about it is I loved rap. Grew up rapping myself. Grew up off of rap. Loved the culture so much that when I seen it going that way, I quit rapping. And I said, man, how could I find the hot young folks that's coming up in this game right now that are really speaking that shit and promote them? And I started a platform called iPlug Network TV in 2010. And in 2010, the first artist that I put on that website was Kendrick Lamar. And nobody outside of the people who knew about him knew who he was when he wasn't in the industry. And I told folks then, this dude is the next wave. This is the next Tupac of this hip hop gang. They had no idea then what I was talking about. But I'm sure the people who I've said that to are probably looking at themselves and being like, damn, Rico said that this boy was this and he's that. And I'm proud that he is where he's at right now. It took a while to get there, but I knew he was going to be there in 2010, 14 years ago. So this is the reason why we do what we do on our platform. We looking for the hot up and coming artists that's really artists, man. And we're not promoting no beefs. We're not promoting nothing that has anything to do with negativity. Now, if you rapping and your rap has some, some things in there, that's cool. That's entertainment. And we have to understand entertainment is entertainment. But will I get on this platform and just continue to promote beef between people? No. Because in our day and age, you coming up being an instigator was not the best thing to do. Matter of fact, you instigating, you the first one getting your ass whooped. Matter of fact, the two people who's fighting will turn around and beat your ass for instigating. Because you want to see us fight. You ain't doing nothing to try to bring peace to this situation. No, you want to see this fight. You want to see one of us get hurt. How about we hurt you? How about we hurt you? How about we turn all our anger towards you for what's going on? You wouldn't like that. Now you, why everybody mad at me? What the fuck you mean? You instigating shit. You putting false lies out there about people. And you standing on it like you really mean what you saying, but really come out the house then if you really stand on it. Go be around some of these people that you talking about if you really stand on it. If Kendrick Lamar is really a pussy, go tell Kendrick Lamar to his face that he's a pussy. Don't do it from the the safety of your home. Don't go outdoors with, security guard, 50 security guards around you so nobody can get to you. And then go back to your house and beat your chest and act like you just the toughest motherfucker walking around because you could pay for security. Because, fam, one day that shit gonna run out. One day your luck gonna run out. One day you're gonna think you're somewhere safe and then you're gonna realize, oh, they got me. So you need to chill out with your commentary, but we know you're not. It's cool. Continue to do what you do. But that party's coming to an end. I've been paying attention. People that's watching your streams, people that have been in your chat nigga group, they starting to question you now. They looking at you like, bro, you the one said it was around too. You the one that's putting all that shit out there. And you're steady trying to deny, well, no, I didn't know yet. No, that was you. It's all you, fam. Even your chat niggas are saying, heck, he's not talking about Drake. He's talking about you. And you're in complete denial, saying, no, he's not talking about me. I'm not a radio personality. Nigga, he said the influencers and radio personalities spreading this bullshit. What do you call yourself if you're not an influencer? And regardless if you on a radio, nigga, these vocals that we're spitting, they're going out in radio wave. How about that? You could take this video and turn it into audio and put it on the radio waves. Since I know you're smarter than what you try to put on, act. You went to school, act. What you're in denial right now. You're in denial, but you understand that Kendrick was talking about you, but you're steady trying to make it something about him and Drake. Drake is already done. He already did what he had to do with Drake. And he told Drake when he was doing it, bro, this ain't a battle between me and you. This is a battle with yourself, fam. Here's a mirror. Go look at yourself and fix yourself. That's all you got to do. Fix yourself, fam. Don't be mad at me for being a messenger to tell you the truth about yourself. Go fix your goddamn self, fam. Because you're fake, and you know you're fake, bro. When the lights go down and everybody's gone, nigga, you are at home trying to figure out, damn, how did I get in this position? I shouldn't even be here because I'm faker than a motherfucker. Drake don't deserve the accolades that he got. But according to the industry who he signed to, who runs most of the media, yeah, Nicki Minaj is the queen of hip hop. Put that out there. We're paying for this to be marketed. This is an ad that we're paying to be marketed. We want everybody in this world to feel that Nicki Minaj is the queen of hip hop. As a record label, we could do that. We could make it seem like Drake is the best rapper in the world. Because we own the airwaves. We own the platforms to make it happen. So basically, now that we're at this point of turning the corner with this hip hop and really getting this shit back into perspective and back into the hands of the people who create this shit, the Rap Hustle is here to help independent artists, models, and entrepreneurs remain independent and not have to deal with the BS. Now, if you want to go deal with the BS, if you have no problem with being a slave to the system, that is on you. Perfectly fine with me. Everything is not for everybody. But if you are independent and you want to remain independent and you want to have avenues to help you get ahead in your independence, raphustle.com is a great place to start. I'm not saying we're the only place to be, because we are connected with a whole lot of different entities, because we're creating our own media platforms to create our own messages. Yes, we have an agenda. Our agenda is to eliminate the bullshit from around us. I'm not saying that it's not going to be no bullshit in this world when it comes to this rap. You can't have good without the bad. All I'm saying is on our platform, we are not promoting anything that has anything to do with the destruction of our culture. Period, point blank. And with that being said, it's your boy Rico the Plug, the raphustle.com. I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about this, man. Is this turning into a Cash Money record versus Kendrick Lamar and Jay-Z war? And if so, who do you think is going to come out on top with that? I mean, if you was to ask me, I would say that there shouldn't be, because the people who's on top are already on top. So what I don't see what could Lil Wayne do now besides this Kendrick Lamar and Drake in a rap battle. Does he really want to go up against Kendrick Lamar and Jay-Z in a rap battle? I don't think so. Does he now disrespect Jay-Z after Jay-Z was the only one that came and helped him with his tax problems? Does he ride with his people on Cash Money and disrespect Jay-Z now? If he does that, that really shows his character. You know what I'm saying? If he has a problem with Kendrick Lamar now, that really shows his character. That really shows that you're simp, you're weak, you're not a real man, because you're mad because another man got a position that you wanted. And like people have been saying, bro, if it was any other act, if it was an R&B act, if it was a rock act, if it was anything else besides Kendrick Lamar, hell, it could have been Eminem. Y'all wouldn't have had these feelings. If Eminem was chose to be the headliner of the Super Bowl, y'all wouldn't have had these feelings. You wouldn't have had all this vitriol in your mind, your heart. But thanks for showing your true colors. Congratulations, you played yourself. I'm going to sit back like Kendrick Lamar and watch your party die. You know what I'm saying? We already see that obviously Kendrick has crashed y'all Super Bowl party, so that party is dead. I'm pretty sure it's a lot more parties of y'all that's finna get shut down because of y'all responses to that. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people in the industry who's looking at you now like, yeah, you know what? I don't want to do business with them no more. Nicki Minaj, I'm pretty sure after the reports came out about your tour last night, it's a lot of people that's saying, yeah, nah, I'm not finna go to her show. I was gonna go, but I heard it was whack. Baby, it's a lot of people who don't understand how you could be so upset about the decision to not have Lil Wayne. And that was the decision wasn't to not have Lil Wayne. Let me not say that. The decision was not to have Lil Wayne perform. The decision was to have Kendrick Lamar perform. It was not an anti-Lil Wayne thing. So let me not say that. But because you made it that, people are looking at you like, well, how could you care so much about Lil Wayne and the decisions being made on his behalf when it's alleged that you tried to have him knocked off? It doesn't make sense to the people. It doesn't make sense, fam. I pray that we as a culture get this thing together and everybody who needs to fall to the side so we can get it together falls to the side. I mean, if you got your money already and you feel like, you know what I'm saying, I already got my money, I don't really got to deal with this hip hop thing no more, this rap thing, that's cool. Move out the way so a new generation can come in, man, because y'all killing our kids out here, fam. Y'all killing our kids with this music, fam. Me as a hip hop head, loving this music, loving this game, I was 35 years old when I realized just how detrimental to our culture rap was. The rap that I was listening to. Like, understanding I grew up off of Tupac, NWA, you know what I'm saying, and all the gangster rappers, living my life feeling as if being a gangster was what it was, and then getting to an age where I felt like, you know what, this ain't it. So now I'm with the point of this ain't it. And I have to do what I have to do to create a better situation for the people that's coming from behind me so they can have a safe place to be with their music and not have to feel like they have to sell their soul. And what that means is do something other than what makes you naturally feel good in order to make money off of music. Right now, we have the internet. We have the opportunity to create our own market, to bring people to us, to spend money with us, to take this money out the hands of the corporations who don't need the money. They don't fucking need the money. They're buying the assets. When you get signed to a label, you are a signed asset, fam. You have just sold yourself to the label. The label owns you. Oh, you think it's just the music? Well, guess what? You are the music. So now, when you bring your music to us and we don't agree with what you spill, you might want to give us some heartfelt bars. But no, we ain't putting that out. We want you to rap about drugs. We want you to rap about killing. If you don't want to rap about killing and drugs, then we'll just sit you on the shelf and find another rapper that does. And now you on the shelf and you looking at it like, well, damn, my label they ain't paid me. They ain't seen this. I ain't seen that. Well, guess what, fam? You signed up for that. You didn't understand what you signed up for. And now you complaining about it. Congratulations, you played yourself. We got to stop playing ourselves. Every time we as a culture create something, we put it in the hands of the people who can create it and give them the authority to tell us what the fuck to do with it. I ain't going. I wouldn't give a fuck if I got 1 view or 1,000,000 views. I'm going to continue to be Rico the Plug, real rap with Rico the Plug, and I'm going to continue to tell you some real shit. If you don't want to hear no real shit, you don't want to click on my podcast. If you are comfortable with listening to fake shit, hey man, there's a lot of fake shit out here, man. I choose to be one that's not faking with you. I choose to be one that's not going to just tell you anything just because I want you to click like or show me some support by subscribing. Hey, you gonna subscribe if you like what I'm talking about. Bottom line. And if you're really interested in getting your career getting your career in order to where you can take it to another level and be independent, theraphustle.com, man. Sign up, create your hustler's profile page, go to our marketing promotion page and find out what you need to do, man. We have people that you can consult with, find out where you're trying to go with your career, what your budget is, what's the best course of action for you to get there, man. You don't need them folks no more, man, and they know that. Main reason why they had to destroy rap, because they know, okay, with this new system of the internet being in place, you got to remember, the record labels weren't making money for a long time until they took over the streaming services. And now it's all about streams. Oh, Drake's the #1 streamed artist. Okay, that's cool. What that mean, though? What that means is that a lot of people got Drake on their playlist and everybody listens to their playlist now. So if everybody's listening to their playlist and you on the playlist, then your shit's going to get played every day. So how the fuck that mean? That don't make you the better rapper because you got music that people can listen to. That don't make you better than the next person when it comes to rapping. You just got proved that you can't rap better than Kendrick Lamar. And now people listen to the new content that you done put out after the battle and they like, yeah, nah, that ain't it. Now it just sounds lackluster. Before it sounded exciting, but now that people looking at you different, they like, wait a minute, well, damn, I've been fooled. This nigga is a fake. And I love it. I've been knowing for years that you was a fake. I've been knowing for years that Lil Wayne them was stingy and didn't care about nobody but themselves when it comes to this game. I watched Baby come to Atlanta and fuck up Atlanta. So now you got YFN Lucci and Young Thug in jail. I watched that. I was there for that. I seen that. I know people that was involved with that. I watched that shit happen in real time. And now it's time for y'all party to die, man. It's over with, man. Cash Money. It's the end of an era, man. Y'all had y'all run. It's been good. It's been fun. Man, you just got y'all trillion bit. You got your trillion, you got a plaque for having over 1 trillion streams. Hey, man, what else, what more can y'all want, man? The Super Bowl was it. The buck stopped there, man. Kendrick said, get up out of here, bitch. This my shit. Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all sign up for the raphustle.com. Create your hustler's profile page, and let's hustle together. Independent artists, man, if you got some music that you want to get reviewed on this show, man, make sure that you sign up, create your hustler's profile page, man, and post your music on your page so we can go to that music and pull that music up and play it on our podcast, man. I'm not going to beg y'all. I'm just going to let y'all know. If you want to get ahead in the game, you got to start networking with people that's trying to take you to different places, man. And that's all we're trying to do, take you to another place with your career, man. So salute to everybody who logged in. If you watching this on the replay, please make sure you like, subscribe, do whatever you got to do to get us in the algorithm so that people can get some of this real rap with your boy, Rico the Plug. With that being said, I'm out of this biatch. Charge.